I grew up in a family of 5. I have 2 brothers. I'm the middle child. My parents had a real stable marriage, provided for us with skiing and swimming and scouting and all of those things. And yet there was the other side. When the abuse started, I was 2. I have actual memories from that age. My abuser was my mother's youngest brother, and he was often in our house and on and off living with us. My parents just didn't even have a clue to what was going on. My uncle was babysitting one night, and it was the last night that he had touched me. And he, for some reason, told my parents when they got home. And so they took immediate action. Nothing was ever said again until I was 26. But the most difficult part of all of this is that I haven't been able to really talk with my family about what happened. And that has hurt.
I met Karen 20 years ago. We were introduced by a mutual friend, and our friendship grew, and we eventually fell in love and got married 15 years ago. Well, I became aware of her sexual abuse pretty early on in the relationship. My first response was just heartbreak that Karen had experienced that. And I didn't go into the relationship entirely uninformed, so I knew that it could be complicated at times.
Went from therapist to therapist, trying to find a therapist that could deal with my trauma. When I was referred to Shepherd's, which is now Roanoke Park, immediately I felt a sense of safety and that I wasn't alone in this journey. It was starting to feel like it was life-changing for me.
You know, what's different about the therapy that Roanoke Park Counseling offers is this is what we do. We deeply understand the needs of survivors, and we're really dedicated to making sure that the therapy fits exactly what they need.
When somebody contacts Roanoke Park Counseling for treatment of being a survivor, they're looking for a number of things. Some are looking to try and help make the pain or the fear or the anger more manageable. Some are looking to change patterns that served them well when they were being hurt but no longer serve them as adults.
Another thing that's unique about our services is they're not time limited. We really intend to walk with survivors throughout their journey, however long that is.
I've come here 3 different times, and at first it was that push through. Okay, I've done the group, I've done some therapy, now I can go on with my life. But this time I knew that I could come back. And so I did for the 3rd time.
I came to realize that the best way for me to support Karen would be to continue my own healing. I did the couples group here, and it was 10 years ago.
Survivors' treatment needs might change throughout adulthood. When they are leaving home, when they are entering the workforce, when they are becoming sexual or becoming partnered, when they are raising children, when they are experiencing the demands of the world, they may have to revisit again and again the things they learned from being abused and relearn useful, effective, competent ways of being in the world.
One thing is that when people walk up the stairs to the top, to the 2nd floor, right in front of them is a wall of, we call it the wall of hope, and it's messages from the community, from supporters that they have written and sent in to encourage survivors on their journey. And that's just evidence that there is a community of support. You know, from the beginning of our agency, it has been our mission to provide affordable therapy to adult survivors of childhood sexual abuse. And that means we work with people to find a fee that fits for them. We do not want finances to be a barrier to folks getting the help that they need that can really change their lives. We're very happy to be able to provide our services and not have ability to pay for this be an additional stress for folks.
My work is very rewarding. When I tell people what I do for a living in social situations, they usually get tense-looking faces and say, that must be so hard. And I always say, I get to watch people get better from something they didn't think they ever could and learn to flourish.
Now, what I really want survivors to know when they come here is I want them to know that what has happened to them matters. This is not the end of the story. Their life and the state that it's in is not the end of the story. There's a better life for them. And also to know and feel that there's a community of people that support them. They deserve that.
Coming back to Roanoke Park is like coming really home for me. It's in a home setting. People here, the therapist, the people who are on staff, and the other participants that I have met have created a family for me that I never had, where I can be who I am. I can share whatever it is that I want or need to share and know that somebody is listening.